Shams Charania update, the latest on Jonathan Kuminga and Quentin Grimes NBA Today. The NBA rumor mill is heating up once again, and this time, two young talents are at the center of the discussion. On NBA Today, insider Shams Charania delivered key updates on the situations of Jonathan Kuminga and Quentin Grimes, two players whose futures could look very different in the coming months. With both players representing valuable assets for their respective teams, the latest developments hint at possible shakeups that could impact the Western and Eastern Conference landscapes alike. Let's start with Jonathan Kuminga, the athletic forward for the Golden State Warriors. For the past few seasons, Kuminga has been a polarizing figure in the Bay Area. His flashes of brilliance, highlight reel dunks, strong defensive stands, and improved scoring have suggested he could be a cornerstone for Golden State's future. But at the same time, his inconsistent playing time under head coach Steve Kerr has fueled questions about his fit with the Warriors' veteran-heavy roster. According to Charania, the Warriors are actively evaluating what role Kuminga should play moving forward. While there's no immediate trade on the table, rival executives believe Golden State could eventually consider moving him if the right opportunity arises. With Stephen Curry still playing at an elite level and Draymond Green anchoring the defense, the Warriors remain in win-now mode. If Kuminga can't consistently crack the rotation, the front office may be forced to weigh his long-term potential against their short-term championship window. Kuminga himself has reportedly grown frustrated with the lack of consistent opportunities, a sentiment that isn't surprising given his trajectory. At just 23 years old, he's too talented to sit on the bench for extended stretches. Other teams around the league are watching closely, knowing that a player with Kuminga's physical tools and upside rarely becomes available. If Golden State decides to move him, the bidding war could be fierce. On the other side of the country, Quentin Grimes' situation with the New York Knicks is also drawing attention. Known for his defense and three-point shooting, Grimes has carved out a reputation as a gritty, reliable role player. But according to Shams, the Knicks are exploring ways to reshape their roster, and Grimes' name has come up in multiple conversations. The Knicks are in an interesting spot. With Jalen Brunson emerging as a star, Julius Randle continuing to produce, and R.J. Barrett still in the mix, New York has built a competitive core. But the franchise is always eyeing bigger moves, and role players like Grimes often end up being the sweeteners in trades for higher-profile talent. While Grimes' contract is manageable and his skill set valuable, the Knicks could see him as a piece to sacrifice if it means landing a more established scorer or wing defender. That doesn't mean New York is rushing to move him. In fact, Charania emphasized that the Knicks are comfortable keeping Grimes if the market doesn't present the right opportunity. Still, rival executives believe that if New York goes star hunting, whether it's a disgruntled guard or a forward looking for a new home, Grimes is one of the names likely to be packaged in the deal. Both updates underscore a common theme in today's NBA, balancing the future with the present. For Golden State, Kuminga represents untapped potential, but the Warriors may not have the patience to wait. For New York, Grimes is a steady contributor, but the Knicks may view him as expendable in their quest for a superstar. In the short term, both players remain with their current teams, but the noise surrounding them is growing louder. If Kuminga starts the season strong and earns Kerr's trust, he could lock himself in as a long-term Warrior. If Grimes continues to shoot efficiently and defend at a high level, the Knicks may decide his value on the court outweighs his trade value. But as Shams Charania made clear, the NBA is fluid, and the futures of both players could change in an instant. For now, fans in Golden State and New York will be keeping a close eye on how these stories develop. Both Kuminga and Grimes have the talent to impact winning, whether it's with their current franchises or somewhere new. And with trade season always just around the corner, their names could dominate headlines again sooner rather than later.